Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm currently working at Youth Focus Northwest as a youth development worker, but before this I was part of Trafford Youth Cabinet and took part in all the Youth Voice opportunities and activities that Youth Focus offer. So you may have seen me around before, particularly in terms of doing stuff around mental health. This is one of the things that I'm really passionate about, and I've been doing a lot of stuff in Greater Manchester to get Youth Voice into the mental health sector. Because I just believe it's so important that young people have a voice in something that affects them so greatly. So today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the two health projects that Youth Focus are currently working on, give you some ideas, some thoughts about what we're doing and let you think from a young person's perspective. So the first of the two health projects I want to talk to you about is called Be Heard, and this is in partnership with Youth Focus Northwest and 42nd Street, and it's all around creating a voice for young people in mental health in Greater Manchester. So it's a group of young people who come together from across Greater Manchester. It varies month to month what young people turn up, what young people are interested in the theme that we have that month, whether they can access the venue, etc. So we try and vary it to get as many young people able to attend as possible, but we also go out to groups that kind of are linked to that theme. So for example, when we did Youth Justice, we went to a couple of Youth Justice centres and ran some workshops with the young people that were kind of directly involved with Youth Justice. So yeah, the young people come together, and Youth Focus and 42nd Street have like a workshop. It normally lasts between 1 and 2 hours, talking about the theme of that month. So the last one we did was mental health and education. We came together on Zoom because of COVID, and we had around 34 young people over the hour and a half that we were on Zoom, popping in and out, sharing thoughts, having that important voice of like what they thought that the board needed to do, what the board needed to focus on, any kind of ideas they had. So yeah, we talk about the topic, we find out what the young people have to say about it. At the end of every meeting, we come up with 5 key points for the board. We kind of make a star. Most of the time it goes over the 5 key points, so the board have a bit of extra work to do. But then this is created into a newsletter, which looks like these, and that's sent to the board. And then every quarter, myself and another young person, Nathan, attend the board to kind of hold them to account of listening to the young people, trying to make that change that the young people have asked for and want. So for us, Be Heard is a really important way of providing youth voice into kind of this big structure that is Greater Manchester mental health, and kind of giving them a voice at a high level, at a strategic level, which is obviously really important. As someone that's kind of been involved in the mental health kind of world for a little while, for me, like, I understand sitting in board meetings, but for a lot of other young people, it's got this big scary thing that they don't want to do. So for them to come to Be Heard and know that what they're saying there is going directly to the board really kind of helps them and makes sure that they are able to have a voice. The second project that we're doing is called Be Counted, but this one's all about physical health. So this one's about young people being trained up to go into services and inspect that they're young person friendly. So this follows on from the Youth Charter, which I'm sure many of you have seen, which was created by young people to hold health services to account of what they need to do to be accessible, to feel comfortable, be young person friendly. The project hasn't properly started yet. We're currently advertising for an information evening to get young people to come along, find out what the project is, and find out if they want to be trained up to be one of these youth inspectors that will then go into services or inspect services online, looking at the charter, creating all the questions to make sure that what they're doing matches what the young people have said they want from services, whether this be kind of the website, the space that the service is in, the location, the way that young people are spoken to, any things like that, looking at how a service can improve what it's doing for young people, but also making sure that services that are really doing really well for young people are recognised as an example of what we should be doing across the whole of Greater Manchester. So as an organisation, we're all about youth voice, empowering young people to have that voice in whatever way is best and possible for them. So it's great for us to see that Greater Manchester are getting on board with creating the youth voice, having young people involved from every level. For us, we always kind of want to see young people at the highest level. Young people and participation isn't a tick box exercise. It's not about having that one young person sat on your board, which I found a couple of years ago. that tokenistic young person, oh, they're sat there, so they're having their voice. But for us, it's not about that. It's about getting the voices of as many young people as we can and infiltrating those voices into the services and working with professionals so that they understand that young people really do have a voice. Honestly, as going from the young person to the worker working with the young people, I've seen like a massive change over the however many years of Greater Manchester health professionals really kind of taking this on, really wanting to participate, really wanting young people to be able to be involved in their services. And there's loads of great little projects going on everywhere. But I think for us, one criticism that we'd hope to tackle and work with you guys on is kind of, there's lots of small little good projects going on with all the best intentions, but sometimes it feels like it needs to be brought together, it needs to be kind of connected, and young people maybe need to start from the top and trickle their way down rather than kind of being involved in all these little small projects that maybe are a bit later on in the services or the plans, but working their way up. For us, it's all about involving young people from the highest level, giving them that voice, giving them that opportunity to say what they're feeling, of make a change, make a difference, because young people really can be some of the most powerful people in talking about their own health, talking about their own mental health, having that impact on their care and kind of what things they need to make it better. And that leads me on to our Mentimeter question for today, which is your service ready to be inspected against the Youth Charter? And if not, why not? So finally, thank you for listening to me. Sorry I couldn't be on here live, but we're more than happy to answer any questions or queries, and I'll leave my email on the screen. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of today, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.